when it comes to growing edible pod beans or string beans or green beans, there's a couple of varieties that you can pick from based on the situation that you have going on in your particular garden. There's the bush variety, and then there's the pole bean variety. Now there's pluses and minuses to both of these. We'll start with the bush bean variety. Now, bush bean variety, you plant them and they'll take about 40 to 60 days to reach maturity and put on edible pods. And then they'll produce those pods if you continue to harvest them for another 4 to 6 weeks. The key is harvesting the pods at a state that you feel that are edible to you. You don't want to let them go and forget to harvest them. The plant will stop producing pod beans. That's the way the plant is. Nature has designed it. Once it reaches a state that it feels like it has enough seeds to carry on the next generation of traits, it'll start producing pods. So as gardeners, we have to harvest them continuously, and the plant will still continue to put them on. Bush beans will get about 12 to 18 inches tall, and they come in a variety of different colors as well. Now, if you're looking for, and you have minimal amount of space, pole beans might be the option that you want to go with. Now, pole beans will take about 60 to 70 days to reach maturity, and they will put on a continual harvest, as we have found, all the way up to it frost, or they die because it's too cold. Now, you can create an elaborate trellis like we have here. You can simply use a fence like behind me, but if you do choose to go the fence route, you want to make sure you have permission from the adjacent neighbor, or you can share the beans that are growing on the fence. You can use items such as hog panels or cattle panels. You can be very creative, such as this. This is the bottom of a baby crib, and it works very well for not only pole beans, but other climbing items such as cucumbers. But the disadvantage is it's very short. It's only about 4 foot tall, 3.5, 4 foot tall. So maybe you need 2 of these to get a good height on it. But this works very well. You got the spacings already in there. Put a fence post or a couple wooden stakes behind it. Can be very efficient. Even if you're going to do pole beans in a container, you can simply put this behind the container and allow the beans to grow vertical. So whether you're growing pole beans or bush beans, it really determines and dictates what type of growing conditions you have, the space you have available, and what you're looking to get out of those bean plantings.